Call the meeting to order. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can you please read the open public meeting statement?
Adequate notice of this meeting of the Township Council of the Township of Roxbury was given as required by the Open Public Meetings Act as follows. On December 31st, 2025, notice was emailed and faxed to the Daily Record, the North Star Ledger, West North Reporter, and published in the Daily Record, and which shall also remain posted throughout the year on the bulletin board in the main hallway of the municipal building.
Thank you. Roll call.
Councilwoman Albrecht. I'm here. Councilman Carey.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Crowley.
Here.
Councilman DiFilippo.
Here.
Councilman Hall.
Here.
Councilman Riley.
Here.
Mayor Patillo.
Here. I am going to move some things around on our agenda. I'd like to pull up as a 3B, Resolution 2026171, a resolution appointing Steve Sinise acting Township Manager of the Township of Roxbury.
Make a motion.
Everybody seconds. Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilwoman Albrecht. Yes. Councilman Carey.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Crowley.
Yes.
Councilman DiFilippo.
Yes.
Councilman Hall.
Yes.
Councilman Riley.
Yes.
Mayor Patillo.
Yes. Mr. Acting Township Manager Steve Sinise, welcome to the dais. I know you've been in town for 6 years now, and you've been extremely creative, talented, and a good leader, and we're really looking forward to seeing what you do at this level. So thank you for being here with us. Does anyone else in the council wish to say anything?
Yeah, just my own experience has been, Steve is there when you need him and gets things done. So I just want to congratulate Steve and looking forward to working with him.
Councilman Riley?
Yes, Steve, I look forward to working with you, as long as you tolerate us.
Yeah, you can't say the word.
That'll be easy. So, we look forward to working with you. I like what you've done with your job here in the township, and we look forward to seeing more of it.
Just very quickly, Steve, glad to see you that chair.
Good luck.
Councilman?
Steve, you've always been the go-to guy, ever since I've been here. So, you know, wherever we need to get something done within the township, it's always where's Steve? Well, Steve, now you're here. You deserve to be here. Look forward to continue to work with you, and best of luck.
And Deputy Mayor Crowley?
Welcome, Steve. I guess this means we'll see you twice during budget time and stuff. That'd be good. And I really appreciate some of the technology that you bring to the township.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much. All right, going on item 4, presentations, award, etc. A certificate of appreciation for Mike Mangano, Memorial Day Committee Chairman. I have a certificate here. Mike Mangano, Chairman, 2026 Memorial Day Parades Committee. The Mayor and Council of the Township of Roxbury sincerely thank you for your continued service to our community as Chairman of the 2026 Memorial Day Parade Committee, which serves to remember and honor our veterans. Mayor Sean Patillo. Mike, thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
You know, that parade you know, in my tenure here, in my opinion, would not be the same without you. I see the hard work and dedication and the wrangling that you do to get it pulled together, and I commend you for that, so thank you so much.
Thank you. Wasn't much of a parade this year, unfortunately. Mother Nature had a different
know, but it's
agenda,
all right.
that's for
It's
sure.
all right.
So there's always next year. And I'm glad I got to actually talk about Jeff's service, which when you get to actually speak to him, there's a lot more to his story. I just kept it condensed, but it's an amazing thing that he did really, really well. So just glad I got to tell his service.
And I wasn't gonna point this out, but since you pointed out there was no parade this year,
Yeah.
no reason you're not gonna be 2027.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
This brings us to item 5, approval of minutes, June 9th, 2026.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Councilwoman Albrecht.
Yes.
Councilman Carey.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Crowley.
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo. Councilman Hall. Councilman Riley. Mayor Patillo.
Yes. This brings us to our first public portion. Does anyone in the public wish to be heard on township business? Please come to the microphone, state your name and address. For the record, please maintain 3 minutes and 1 appearance per individual. Seeing none, I'll close public. Brings us to item 7, reports of council liaison representative of council committee, new and old business. All right. So, I'm sure everyone has heard the report and seen what's been going on. We here at Roxbury are encouraged by the recent report that DHS may not be proceeding with the idea for a proposed processing center in Roxbury and is considering the sale of the property here in town. While such a development is welcome news for our residents and our community, we remain cautiously optimistic until this information is formally confirmed by the appropriate federal authorities and formalized in federal district court. As we have stated from the beginning, Roxbury Township will not alter its course of action based on speculations, rumors, or media reports alone. The Township Council remains steadfast in our commitment to pursuing every legal, legislative, and administrative avenue available to protect the people, property, and resources of Roxbury Township. At this time, the Roxbury Township litigation against the Department of Homeland Security, in conjunction with the New Jersey Attorney General's Office, remains active. Until we receive official confirmation regarding the status of the property at 1879 Route 46, we will continue to monitor developments closely and remain vigilant in safeguarding the interests of our residents. Our priority has always been and will continue to be the residents of Roxbury Township, and we will continue to advocate tirelessly on behalf of our community. Moving on to the next topic, last week I attended the Lake Musconetcon Regional Planning Board meeting. Not much going on over there. Harvesting is full effect on Lake Musconetcon. There's an outbreak of water chestnuts that they're working on treating, additional treatments this year that just they didn't originally budget for, but not a problem, and that lake should be back up to par as soon as possible. I'd also like to thank the BOE for the invitation we all received for the graduation in 2026 that happened last year of our Roxbury High School graduating class. I wish all of those students the best. I know a lot of those children since my daughter graduated from there last year, and they're a good group of kids, and I wish them best of luck in their future endeavor. A few of them are going into the military, a few of them are going right into the workforce, some of them are going into next step universities or next higher level education, and I'm sure wherever they end up, they're going to do very, very well. That's all for me. Deputy Mayor Crowley.
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing tonight.
All right. Councilman Riley.
Very little, just to remind everybody, this Saturday is the
get involved in it. Roxbury usually has the most people, a lot of people cheering on our vets. Our vets deserve every cheer that we give them. So I hope all of you can try to make it, or anybody in the audience. And, Mr. Kluski can tell us firsthand, he's told me many times how those crews are nice, so, thumbs up. Thank you, Mr. Kluski.
Thank you.
And thank you for your service. So, if you can't get out to Short Hills Country Club on Saturday afternoon around 1 o'clock, 12:30. We'll have a master plan coming up later this week. And the last thing, by the time our next meeting takes place, we'll have the 4th of July, so I wish everybody happy Christmas.
Thank you. Councilman DiFilippo.
Thank you, Mayor. The library had a really, really poignant and well-attended Juneteenth and Pride event on June 12th, Friday, June 12th. It was a packed room, and there was an interview with a fellow named Walter Nagel, who was a local resident. But his partner is featured in the movie Rustin, and which chronicles civil rights movement and the plight of gay African Americans at that time. It was just fascinating to listen to somebody who actually lived through that history. So there are plenty of other activities going on in the library for Juneteenth and Pride this month. I urge everybody to go to the library and take advantage of that. And then finally, we had an EDC meeting tonight. We're just at the beginning of, I think, an exciting project. Sean and the mayor, deputy mayor, can jump in on this with the high school to perhaps produce some marketing videos for the township, for the EDC and the Chamber of Commerce. So we're going to start working ourselves into the curriculum for next year. Made commitments to do that. And this was interesting because we're going to invite them to come. Students from this class, and this is the Gale's production, Gale Vision. Some of them have developed a marketing strategy for the old movie theater. And so they have this whole, they've worked out this whole plan of how you develop that site. And we thought it'd be fun if they came in and presented to us.
So do master plan.
To the EDC, we could send them to the planning club, and then we'd never see them again.
I love this program, Bob, and I love working with the schools. It's just another great example of ways the township is looking to partner with the school and showcase those students at that school. Extremely talented young people in many different curriculums there at the high school and throughout all of our school systems.
And then it exposes those guys, the kids, to some civic leaders as well as business leaders in town, and I think that is a tremendous synergy. And that's all I have this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Roxbury Board of Education had their meeting on June the 15th. There were a number of presentations. The 2026 Roxbury High School valedictorian and salutatorian. They were, and I know I'm going to butcher this last name, I'm sorry, was the Miss Sentivel and Angela Austin were the two recipients. The Roxbury High School was designated as an ITEA STEM School of Excellence. The 2026 Rising Star Award went to one of the special education teachers from Eisenhower Middle School, and the Eisenhower Middle School Boys and Girls Outdoor Track Team were recognized for the 2026 Greater Morris County Junior Schools Tournament Champions.
Awesome.
That's all I had.
Talented kids everywhere in this town. Well, Deputy Mayor, seemed like you'd like to say something?
I did, I forgot one thing. Councilman Riley reminded me. June 27th at Horseshoe Lake at 9 a.m. The PBA 311 is running their 5K run and walk. The donation, all the money that's collected goes to 3 families in town, 3 children that have leukemia in town, and they run these great events and stuff for the community. If you Google it, you can find out all about it. You can be in the race, or you can just make a donation. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilwoman Albrecht.
Thank you. I would like to report that we had a successful mobile motor vehicle center visit last week. A bunch of my seniors were able to get in and get their real IDs, and they were actually able to take some walk-ins, which was really nice. And we will be on the schedule for January. Every January they will contact me, so I will set this up for every year. That's all.
That's perfect. Thank you, Councilwoman. Anything else?
Nope, I'm done.
Thank you. Councilman Hall.
Thank you. It's a little strange not having Raider underneath me. So, listen, cautiously optimistic about the mayor's comments. I am absolutely thrilled of the prospect of the detention center facility not being positioned in Roxbury Township. Hoping for positive news, written news, as soon as possible on that. Jackie, shout out to you as far as the IDs, the real IDs are concerned. I know you, I think you plan on doing that every year, correct, Vic? Yeah, so it's a really good program, and thank you for bringing it into the town. Attended both the St. Therese and high school graduations, with the mayor. You know, sorry the high school had to move it inside for the day, but it still worked out pretty darn good, I have to admit. Very well received. Congratulations to all the graduates at Roxbury High School. This Thursday is our annual Kids Triathlon. Hopefully there won't be a rain out this year. This is one of my most loved events within the township. Guys, I guess this is to Bob and Jim. I won't be able to attend the Joint Master Plan Affordable Housing meeting. There's a conflict in the times as far as that's concerned, because I gotta be there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so. I will be at the triathlon. Mark mentioned the PBA 5K at Horseshoe Lake. Again, if you can, donate to that. I think we have a fleet meeting later next week, as well as a recreation meeting I'll be attending next week. We need to set up, and I'll provide some dates in the near future for our girls' high school softball team that won the state sectionals, to bring them into council, as well as our recreation track teams that repeated this year as champions. And a side note, we continue to work with the DEP, our legislature, Senator Bucco, the town manager's office, in regards to the smell issue on Pleasant Village Estates. Hopefully we'll come to a conclusion on that soon. And that will be all, ma'am.
Thank you. Madam Clerk.
Nothing, thank you.
Mr. Bryce.
Nothing to report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Mr. Sinise, I think this might be a great opportunity to maybe introduce yourself to the township, for those who may not know who you are, in addition to anything else you may have to say.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. So I've been with the township 6.5 years. I've been with the Public Works team for quite some time now. Obviously, stepping into this role, I want to thank the Mayor and Council for the confidence that you placed in me to lead such a wonderful organization in the township during this transitional period. I want to reassure everyone that I do not take this responsibility lightly, as I am committed to working diligently to ensure the continued success of Roxbury Township. As I assume this role, I will strive to provide the highest level of service to our staff, residents, business owners, and elected officials alike. I look forward to working collaboratively with everyone to maintain the high standards of service and professionalism that our community expects and deserves. Roxbury truly has a great team of individuals that help run the day-to-day operations of the organization, and I am committed to working collaboratively with the mayor, council, staff, residents, and others to identify and implement the best possible solutions for everyone. By fostering cooperation, encouraging constructive dialogue, I'm confident that we can address challenges effectively while continuing to move the township forward in a positive and productive manner. And I'm excited to serve in this capacity and contribute to the ongoing and continued success of Roxbury Township. Since my time with the township, I've implemented some interesting and different programs here that, they've been both productive and have proven to save tax dollars, which I think is important to the township. So I'm looking to continue that success here in this position. So thank you.
Thank you.
Any township business? All right. Item 8, matters requests referred by council members, managers, attorneys, and clerks. We have-
I'll move on A and B.
All right, any discussion on these?
Second. Good. The second one is Swim Sports Club. I always like to see these things move forward. I had a little bit of concern on this one because they hired an outside production company, so maybe a little extra reminder about the noise and the time they have to shut down.
Yeah, do you have a thing about inside
We-
after a certain hour?
We do, but since it's an outside production company, I'm just a little concerned that they follow.
Steve, the music was a little loud, about 3/4 of a mile away from where they were a couple of nights ago, but it was wasn't 10 o'clock, so. And we're not getting any complaints, right?
No, not to my knowledge. I think the last year or two has been better
Yeah.
since we spoke to them, but
In
we'll
the
certainly
past-
reach out to them
In the
prior to
past,
their
that
event.
chief has gone over maybe and sort of reminded them
We'll remind them as well as the production.
of volume as well as time.
Correct.
Thank you.
There's a lot of homes that are very, very close to that facility, so, whatever you can do, Steve, in that area, will help.
It's nice to see a lot of activity though. Yes, yeah.
Anything else? All in favor? Aye. Item 9, introduction of proposed ordinances, there are none. 10, hearing adoption of ordinance on the second reading, there are none. 11, introduction of adoption and adoption of resolutions.
I will move, if I can, Mayor, 2026-148 to include 2026-149 through 2026-177.
We already approved one.
171.
171 needs a, we've already approved that. Exclude 171.
Exclude 171 from that list.
I have a second.
Second.
I just have one question, and it's just for my clarification, Amy, so I understand. 2026156, which is the renewal of Red Lobster's license versus 2026160, which is granting the renewal license for Tommy's. Isn't it the same building?
Tommy's Tavern was, they did not purchase the Red Lobster liquor license, they purchased the building. They purchased, a pocket license that was being held by Urban Edge.
About a new development. Okay, so there's still available licenses in that area.
There's two more that will be on the next agenda. Yeah,
And is the Red Lobster owned by different parties?
yes. And that's for sale, or they're looking for somebody to purchase that license. Mayor, if I may, one of the resolutions here is, audit, and I just wanted to mention that Valerie Dolan is here if anybody had questions on it.
Anybody have anything on the audit specifically? Valerie, is there anything you'd like, any comments you'd like to make on that?
I have a couple quick comments on the audit, just for you. Sure. Obviously, I want to say you are once again getting a very good, clean audit, and it was a pleasure to do it. Your continued strong fiscal management of this town is to be commended. Your fund balance this year did decrease, but that was expected due to the use of surplus for the 25 budget to hold taxes last year. So the decrease that we see in fund balance, completely expected. Your tax collection rate actually bumped itself up into the 99%. So I get to say here that you've always been in the 98.8. We're now in the 99.03. So A little.
When you charge a fair amount.
Exactly, your collections come in on
Just
taxes.
so people understand what you're saying, is that
99.03% of your taxes
people who live in
are
Roxbury
paying their taxes, which is a spectacular
Yeah.
collection rate. Fund balance in water did increase about $70,000. Sewer did decrease about 140. It's pretty much what they've both been doing on and up and down, just the littlest bit. Overall debt, you do have some serial bonds out, but that's the landing project with a final maturity of 2032. You have some green trust loans on a small project that will be paid off in 2029. And you do have some bond anticipation notes. It's a little over 800,000, and that's issued for the funding of the Horseshoe Lake Turf Field, which is funded with recreation dollars. Water does have some debt, about 2.7 million, which has been used to maintain the structure and the projects and their improvements, and sewer has just under 5 million, which is to maintain your sewer plants. We do have 2 repeat recommendations in the report. They've probably been here forever. Even though you have a fantastic collection rate, you do have a few tax title liens, and so we want to always say continue to collect those, because it's not so much about the liens. What it is you still have to pay the county and the schools on those unpaid liens. So we always recommend that. I do have a few suggestions that I like to tell everybody every year. You do have some older ordinances, and that's always a good time. We always use a 5-year benchmark, review all the older ordinances. Is there anything left in those projects? Can we cancel them and repurpose those dollars for new projects? And the same thing with the grants. There's grant receivables. Always pursue collection of those grants to make sure you get those dollars. We don't want you to ever have spent grant dollars that you can no longer collect on. And there are 2 accounting standards for next year, because the auditors can never leave anything alone. They make me change things. So you'll see, but it's strictly on a footnote disclosure. So the footnotes related to your fixed assets and possible subsequent events would be showing up in the report. So you might see a new footnote next year. If there's anything subsequent that happens post year end, we would probably be disclosing it now in the 2026 audit. You would see that as a footnote. Otherwise, it's a small corrective action plan to correct those few things. Another fantastic year.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions for Valerie? You have a question for her?
I just, Steve, I would like to make sure that we are looking at.
We already did cancel a lot of the ordinances already this year.
Okay.
The grant receivables are mostly like items that we haven't done the project yet, so it's a receivable we haven't, so I can't collect it until we do it.
Which is perfect, and like we always said, make sure if they get delayed, because a lot of projects have gotten delayed over the last couple of years, just before you start spending them, make sure, follow up to make sure they're still available before you spend them, because I'd hate for you to get into the situation knowing you had a grant, you spent money now, and now you can't collect on it. So always make sure on any of those delays, you follow up first, just to make sure.
We're gonna get that money.
If you want that money, you want other people's money. You always want other people's money.
Thank you. Anything else?
So nothing like this happens all by itself, right? It doesn't, we have to thank our staff, from the top of the staff, and Valerie also, as well as all the people who work in Roxbury. This is, to have a community that is fiscally strong is not an accident. So I want to just thank everybody, and they should feel good about the land this year.
Any other discussion on any other resolution? Councilman Riley?
2026-150 is the electronic tax sale process. Is that new this year?
No, that's not a new process.
Is there a cost for that third party?
It's very minimal. It's very minimal.
Anything else?
The only other thing is I will be abstaining on motor liquor license, all 18 of them.
All right, well, Amy, roll call?
Councilwoman Albrecht.
Yes.
Councilman Terry.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Crowley.
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo.
Yes.
Councilman Hall.
Yes.
Councilman Riley.
Yes, except for the abstention.
Mayor Patillo.
Yes. Bring brings us to personnel change. There are none. Communications, June 19th, 2026. Anything? All right, moving on. This brings us to our second public portion. Does anybody in the public wish to be heard on any topic? Please come to the microphone, state your name and address. For the record, 3 minutes per appearance and 1 appearance.
This is not my speaking, but, Councilman Riley, you're getting the wine one. We're sure that everything's gone, right? You pop in the cork? Good. Anyway, so, Bonnie, Randolph, Amy, if you can take my address out for the minutes, please, would appreciate it.
Your address has not been in.
Oh, okay, so Google's just doing themselves wonderful. Okay, so I know I'm to address you, but I don't think you can answer the question. All right, so God willing, it connects to what I asked many weeks ago. And then it was that if they decide to end the deal. So now my question is, God willing, they will end it and the building will go up for sale. Who, because I think everybody wants that building gone, who is the town responsible now? Like you guys as a council, is it, does that make sense? Like who is it, when you wanted to sell it and you probably didn't want to sell to DHS?
So we don't, the township doesn't dictate real estate. We don't own the building, and so they'll be able to sell it to the next seller.
Okay, so you guys
Or
as a
that's fine.
council have nothing to do with,
No.
okay, thank you, you answered my question. Easy peasy.
Anybody else in the public wish to be heard? Close public. Close public. Do we have an executive session?
We do, Mr. Mayor, two items on executive session. First, for instance, maybe, PDA negotiations. And the second is going to be tax appeal, attorney-client privilege, Roxbury Associates.
That's okay. I have to. A resolution of the Township Council of the Township of Roxbury in the County of Morris, New Jersey, authorizing conference of the Township Council with the public excluded, whereas it is deemed appropriate that the Township Council discuss the matters hereinafter mentioned without the presence of the public in accordance with the provisions of RS 10:4-12B, being Section B of the Open Public Meetings Act. Now therefore be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Roxbury, matters relating to contract negotiations, PBA Local Number 411, and attorney-client privilege, litigation, tax appeal, Roxville, shall be discussed by the Township Council without the presence of the public.
Second. All in favor? Folks, we're gonna go into executive session in the other room. We will not be taking any action. While we're in that room, I don't know how long we'll be. I don't anticipate us being very long, but I've been fooled before. When we do return, I do not anticipate us taking any action. Thank you, everyone.